Going public. The woman accusing Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault when the two were both in high school has now been revealed. 51-year-old Christine Blasey Ford says Kavanaugh pinned her down, covered her mouth, and tried to rip off her swimsuit while they were teenagers back in the early 1980s. And we just learned Brett Kavanaugh is at the White House today. So what does this mean for his confirmation hearings? Let's turn now to the editor-at-large of DailyMail.com, Piers Morgan, joining us from London. So Piers, Brett Kavanaugh unequivocally and categorically denies these allegations. So what damage does this letter play for him?
I think it's very damaging, Jesse, and it may be very unfairly damaging. But the problem he has is, given it's over 3 decades since this happened, how does he prove that he's innocent? How does he prove he did not do what this woman suggests he did and claims he did? We now know that she gave testimony to a therapist 6 years ago, long before he was nominated to be on the Supreme Court, so it can't be connected with the Supreme Court, and that gives her more credibility. But at the end, you've got 3 young people. You've got Kavanaugh, you've got this woman accuser, you have his friend, all very young, all apparently the party, all intoxicated. It's her word against theirs, and ultimately, if he can't prove that he's innocent, then I think there's a real chance that he will have his nomination withdrawn either by himself or by the White House.
And Piers, Christine Ford is prepared to go the distance. She has said that she will testify in front of Congress, and Republicans are now questioning the timing of the release of all of this story because the Senate Judiciary Committee is scheduled to vote on September 20th. So in your opinion, when you look at all this, do you think the vote should be delayed?
Probably. I think they have to get to the bottom of this. I mean, certainly you can never rule out there's a political element to this, political motivation perhaps by people around this story. But that doesn't change the claim, and it doesn't change the credibility of the woman who's making it. And there's enough evidence there which makes it a serious allegation, particularly given that it's the character of any nominee for the Supreme Court which is absolutely paramount.
Piers Morgan in London, thank you so much.